Northwest Derby opening matches from FIFA 14 to FC 26.
EA Sports live coverage of the Premier League. A huge rivalry as Manchester United play Liverpool. Of course, the game being played under lights this evening. So without further ado, let's cross straight to Old Trafford and your commentary team of Martin Tyler and Alan Smith.
Hello once again, I'm Martin Tyler and this is Old Trafford. Only 30-odd miles separate these two big cities, Liverpool and Manchester, and it's produced all sorts of rivalries, really, particularly in football, particularly between Liverpool and Manchester United.
Yeah, it doesn't need any further hype, this one, does it? Always special, always a really feisty atmosphere within the stadium.
Where are we with Liverpool, Alan? You know, you have to be of a certain age now to understand that they were the club in the world. The 70s and 80s.
It's difficult for the fans, isn't it? Because they will always remember those times, hark back to those times and hope that they'll return to those times. But it is so difficult when you've got clubs with more money than Liverpool these days.
Our referee for this game is Ian Lowcroft.
Welcome to EA Sports live coverage of the Premier League. They are huge rivals. Liverpool take on Manchester United. Let's head straight off to Anfield right now. It is a glorious day, beautiful, clear conditions. And your commentary team of Martin Tyler and Alan Smith.
Hi there again, Martin Tyler here. Alan Smith's alongside me, and it's Barclays Premier League action for you. Well, it's Liverpool against Manchester United. If you're of a certain age, you'll remember when Liverpool were top dogs in the 70s and 80s, and Alex Ferguson came down from Scotland to try and change that, and he did. And Manchester United, obviously, in the last decade of the last century, the first decade of this century, he got what he wanted, but that rivalry still really exists.
Yeah, it does, and if you ask the players, and particularly the fans, they will say this derby is the one they look to at the start of every season.
This is the Liverpool side. Simon Mignolet starts in goal. Dejan Lovren plays with Martin Skrtel in central defence. Jordan Henderson plays with Steven Gerrard in central midfield. Mario Balotelli is the sole striker today. This is then the Manchester United lineup. David De Gea starts in goal. Phil Jones starts with Chris Smalling in central defence. Juan Mata plays with Michael Carrick in the middle. In attack, Robin van Persie partners up with Falcao. I think all of us felt, Alan, I'm sure you did, that when Sir Alex Ferguson finally retired, it would be difficult for Manchester United to immediately slot into the same sort of levels, and of course that's how it panned out.
Well, it did, yes, and I would have liked to have seen David Moyes get a little bit more time, but that didn't happen, obviously, and now we move on to Louis van Gaal, and we'll see how he can do. It's one of the...
Our match today, as we welcome you to the home of Liverpool Football Club, comes from Anfield, and we're looking forward, Alan Smith and myself, Martin Tyler, to calling the shots for you. Well, it's Liverpool against Manchester United. If you're of a certain age, you'll remember when Liverpool were top dogs in the 70s and 80s, and Alex Ferguson came down from Scotland to try and change that, and he did. Manchester United, obviously, in the last decade of the last century, the first decade of this century, he got what he wanted, but that rivalry still really exists.
Yeah, it does, and if you ask the players, and particularly the fans, they will say this derby is the one they look to at the start of every season.
This is the Liverpool side. Simon Mignolet starts in goal. Martin Skrtel starts with Dejan Lovren as the centre-backs. James Milner starts with Jordan Henderson in midfield. Christian Benteke is the sole striker today. This is then the Manchester United lineup. David De Gea starts in goal. Phil Jones starts with Chris Smalling in central defence. Bastian Schweinsteiger plays with Michael Carrick in the middle. Javier Hernandez is the main striker today. Alan, when you were playing, I guess Liverpool were the side to beat. If you finished above Liverpool, you'd win the league, and you did, of course, a couple of times.
Well, that's right, and Anfield was a fortress. Times have changed, but everybody concerned with his football club will be hoping that they can regain that place in English football and on the European stage.
Jonathan Moss is the man in charge today. Hello everybody, I'm Martin Tyler. Alongside me, the familiar voice of Alan Smith.
Yeah, this should be a cracker today, really looking forward to it.
Liverpool against Manchester United. It's such a serious rivalry, a very close rivalry, of course. The city's not much more than 30 miles apart.
Yeah, well, of course, United down the years have had the upper hand, but this is a good Liverpool side that we're going to see today, and they could cause one or two problems.
Number 10, Rooney. Number 6,
It was Bobby Charlton, I think, who nicknamed this ground the Theatre of Dreams, and he certainly made a lot of his dreams and Manchester United fans' dreams come true as a player, and of course has been associated with the club ever since.
Yeah, and many entertaining, flair-filled teams have graced the surface here, and of course the stadium's changed beyond recognition over the years.
Well, when Jurgen Klopp came in autumn of 2015, who'd have thought he'd take them to 2 finals? They lost them both, of course, but he certainly galvanised the club.
Oh, he certainly did, Martin. I think that's one of his strengths. His charisma, his leadership. Yeah, unfortunate to lose those finals, but the future looks bright for Liverpool.
Thank you, Old Trafford. Enjoy the game.
And the game under the auspices of Lee Probert. Welcome to you all. I'm Martin Tyler. Alan Smith is with me on the gantry here at Anfield, and they all come out, the Liverpool supporters, on this particular day, don't they? Welcoming Manchester United, is that a bit strong?
Probably is, yes. But we've seen some feisty old clashes down the years, haven't we? And of course, Manchester United have had the better of it in terms of title wins, but it's always a hard-fought affair, this.
This is the Liverpool side. Simon Mignolet starts in goal. Joel Matip starts with Dejan Lovren as the centre-backs. Jorginho Wijnaldum starts with Coutinho in the centre of the park. And today, it's just the one striker in the side.
Number 10, Coutinho. Number 11, Mohamed Salah. Number 9, Roberto Firmino.
This is then the Manchester United lineup. David De Gea starts in goal. Eric Bailly plays with Phil Jones in central defence. Paul Pogba plays with Michael Carrick in the middle. Romelu Lukaku is the sole striker today. So much success in this stadium, Anfield, for Liverpool Football Club in the 70s and 80s. It's still regarded as a mecca for many visitors from all around the world.
Yeah, I remember visiting it in 1989. That was a good night. I'm a bit disappointed you haven't mentioned that, Martin.
For today's game will be Lee Mason. Thank you, Anfield.
Associated Manchester United with a never say die spirit in terms of that 1999 Champions League final with those two late goals from Sheringham and Solskjaer to beat Bayern against all the odds.
Yeah, that never say die attitude, it became ingrained in the club's philosophy. Maybe they've moved away from it in recent years, but they will get back to it.
Hello there everyone, Martin Tyler here, Alan Smith with me as usual. We're at Old Trafford, this rivalry between Manchester and Liverpool. It's a football rivalry today, but throughout the years there's been great business rivalries in culture as well. So it's special, Alan, isn't it?
It certainly is. I mean, you can tell that just walking into the ground today, the buzz amongst the fans, that transmits itself to the players.
Smalling, number 23, Luke Shaw.
There's a couple of players who you might keep a special eye out for today. Alan Smith's certainly going to do that.
I love watching this pair play. They haven't disappointed this season. They've been the most threatening players for me, for both their teams.
And number 9, Romelu Lukaku.
This is then the Manchester United lineup. It's a real group mentality in this lineup about pressing the opposition into making mistakes and cashing in on it straight away.
Well, it takes a lot of energy, a lot of motivation. It's easy to drop off, and when you do drop off that really aggressive closing down, that's when it can fall down.
This is the Liverpool side. Virgil van Dijk plays with Dejan Lovren as the centre-backs. Mohamed Salah plays with Sadio Mane out wide. And they're going to go with one striker up front. Hi everybody, welcome to you all to Anfield, joining EA TV and myself, Martin Tyler, and Alan Smith for this raucous rivalry between Liverpool and Manchester United. Liverpool, top dogs in English football in the 70s and the 80s, overtaken by Manchester United in the 90s and the noughties, and now set fair against each other yet again. So it's set up to be a classic.
Certainly is, and I think the pace of it will be unrelenting. It normally is. Not a second to dwell on the ball. Tackles flying in, left, right and centre. Can't take your eyes off it.
Roberto Firmino. Number 11, Mohamed Salah. And number 10.
This is the Liverpool side. In goal is Alisson. Virgil van Dijk plays alongside Joe Gomez at the back. Sadio Mane starts with Mohamed Salah in the wide positions, and Roberto Firmino is the one striker. This is then the Manchester United lineup. David De Gea starts in goal. Harry Maguire starts alongside Victor Lindelof at the back. Paul Pogba plays with Nemanja Matic in central midfield. And they just go with the one striker up front. Well, every time I come here with you, Alan, to Anfield. Of course, we have to talk about 1989. Any further reflections on it? I know there's been a film that's come out that features you all the ex-players.
Yes, I can highly recommend that one, Martin. I think people are fed up of me waffling on about 89. They were special memories, but a lot has happened at this famous ground.
That speaks for itself. They're certainly the two most successful teams with passionate fans. Stay tuned and we'll bring you all the action live from Old Trafford as Manchester United face Liverpool. And here we are at one of the great venues for football anywhere in the world, Old Trafford in Manchester. My name is Derek Ray, and joining me in the commentary position is the former Arsenal and England fullback Lee Dixon. And looking forward to bringing you action from the Premier League coming right up. It is Manchester United taking on Liverpool.
Thanks, Derek. Well, both managers will be reminding their players how important it is to get off to a quick start here, attack the game from the off, impose your game plan, and hopefully we get a good game.
This is the team Manchester United will go with. David De Gea begins in goal. Harry Maguire plays alongside Victor Lindelof in central defence. And operating up front today, Edinson Cavani. And this is how Liverpool start the game. Alisson gets the nod in goal. Virgil van Dijk plays alongside Joe Gomez in central defence. Mohamed Salah plays with Sadio Mane out wide. And in this tactical setup, they have just the one player in attack.
Enjoy the game.
A warm welcome from Anfield. My name is Derek Ray. Let's take a look at the Liverpool starting 11. Alisson gets the nod in goal. Trent Alexander-Arnold plays with Andrew Robertson in the wide defensive areas. Mohamed Salah plays with Sadio Mane out wide. And leading the attack today is Roberto Firmino. The lineup for Manchester United. David De Gea stands between the posts. Rafael Varane plays alongside Harry Maguire in central defence. Bruno Fernandes plays alongside Paul Pogba in central midfield. And the starting role in attack is handed to Cristiano Ronaldo.
Enjoy the game.
It is a rivalry that speaks for itself. They're certainly the two most successful teams with passionate fans. Stay tuned and we'll bring you all the action live from Old Trafford as Manchester United face Liverpool. It is a meeting of two northwest rivals and one of the biggest games in English football without any shadow of a doubt. Manchester United against Liverpool coming up here at Old Trafford. I'm Derek Ray. Joining me for commentary is Stuart Robson. And Stuart, we're both thoroughly looking forward to this one.
Absolutely, and this is one of the great rivalries, Derek, and I think it's fair to say there's not a lot of love between these two clubs. Let's hope we get an entertaining game here.
Christian Eriksen. Number 25, Jadon Sancho. Number 9, Anthony Martial. And number 10, Marcus Rashford.
Good luck.
The lineup for Manchester United. David De Gea begins in goal. Luke Shaw starts with Aaron Wan-Bissaka in the fullback positions. Bruno Fernandes plays with Casemiro in the centre of the pitch. And the lead striker today is Anthony Martial. So the starting lineup for Liverpool. Alisson begins in goal. Andrew Robertson starts with Trent Alexander-Arnold in the fullback positions. Naby Keita plays alongside Fabinho in the centre of midfield. And leading the attack today is Roberto Firmino.
Thank you for attending the Theatre of Dreams. Enjoy the match.
For Manchester United, a short journey along the M62 here to Anfield to face Liverpool. A rivalry that is never dull. A warm welcome from Anfield. My name is Derek Ray. I'm joined by...
Two teams heading for what's sure to grab the interest of football fans around the world. Total coverage coming up next on EA TV.
Well, here we go. It's one of the game's greatest rivalries between the two most successful clubs in English football. I'm Guy Mowbray, joined for commentary by Sue Smith, and Old Trafford is alive with expectation ahead of Manchester United against Liverpool.
Well, what a game this promises to be. Two really successful teams over the years, and you think United have the advantage of being at home, but the away fans are certainly making themselves heard. I can't wait for this one.
Sancho. Number 10, Marcus Rashford. And number 8, Bruno Fernandes.
Cheers. Good luck. Game. Cheers. Good luck. Good luck. Good game. Have a great game. Thanks. Good game. Thanks. Cheers. Good luck. Thanks. Hey. Good luck. Good game out there.
Here's how Manchester United line up. Andre Onana is in goal. Luke Shaw starts with Diogo Dalot in the fullback positions. Jadon Sancho plays with Marcus Rashford out wide, and they'll play with a lone striker up front. This is the Liverpool starting lineup. Alisson is in goal. Virgil van Dijk plays alongside Ibrahima Konate as centre-backs. Mohamed Salah plays with Luis Diaz out wide, and leading the attack is Darwin Núñez. Ball is rolling.
From Manchester United, a short journey along the M62 here to Anfield to face Liverpool. A rivalry that is never dull. The action is live. It's always a fascinating confrontation. Liverpool, who dominated English football in the 70s and 80s, against Manchester United, who rather knocked them off their perch in the 90s and the 2000s. Derek Ray, along with Stuart Robson here in the commentary position. Always a special occasion when they lock horns here at Anfield, Stuart.
Well, you're right, Derek. It's Anfield. It's Liverpool versus Manchester United. They don't get much bigger than this. Let's hope the game matches the hype. This should be good.
And this is how Liverpool start the game. Alisson begins in goal. Virgil van Dijk plays alongside Ibrahima Konate in central defence. Florian Wirtz plays with Mohamed Salah out wide. And the attack is led today by Alexander Isak. This is the team Manchester United will go with. Lisandro Martinez plays alongside Harry Maguire in central defence. And the idea is to have just the one striker up there trying to pose problems for the opposition.
If you enjoyed, please like this video and subscribe my YouTube channel.